Hi guys, this is Pradeep. Frequently, you may expect one interview question that what are the changes there in ECC and S4 HANA, particularly from the finance point of view or business functions point of view. There are so many changes are there between ECC and S4 HANA. In every business process, you will find a couple of changes are there. I'm going to highlight 10 important points in this particular blog. So let's get started. My first point is index tables are removed. So as you know, in ECC we have so many index tables are there, whether it is related to GL, whether it is related to customer, vendor. So we have so many index tables are there, and we know what is the logic behind the index tables, because to optimize our resources in ECC system, as it is having the locking mechanism and all. So that is why we have multiple index tables are there for different reporting point of view. Now, for example, I am looking here the customer open item. So in that case, we are going to get that report, customer open item report, from the BSID table. So that is nothing but your index table. Similarly, vendor point of view, we have BSIK table, GL separate tables are there. Now, all these index tables are not part of in our S4 system, because in S4 we have a concept of universal journal, or which is known as your ACDOCA table. I have already one separate video on universal journal, so you may refer that one. I will add that in my in description. I will give that link and you can check that. So as everything is part of universal journal, so that means whenever there will be any open items related to customer, it is part of our ACDOCA table. Vendor open items, cleared items, your special GL transactions like your aggregate, so everything is part of universal journal table. So as this particular system is more advanced than your ECC system, and here we have parallel processing is there, so that is why there is no need of our index tables. So you may say that these index tables are removed. Actually, it's not removed. It is, we have another concept is there, that is compatibility view or CTS view. So these tables are converted into view table, because whenever we are going to refer any report, you will find that the reports are working as it is. So there is no change in the reporting point of view for the user. Whereas in ECC, when we are going to get the data, so for example, if I'm looking here open item report, so that time system used to get the data from BSID table, whereas in S4 we are getting the data from the ACDOCA table. So the original query will be redirected to your ACDOCA table through this index, through this CDS table, so or through this compatibility view table. So that is why all these index tables, the list of index tables which you know that it is there in the ECC, so all these index tables are converted into compatibility view, and it is very important part of our migration activity. So when we are going to perform the pre-migration activities in a migration project, so these index tables need to be converted into view tables, so that the original query will be redirect to our ACDOCA table. So without changing any program, so original query we can redirect to your ACDOCA table. So this is my first point. So index tables are, although I have highlighted here it is removed, but it's not removed, it is converted into view table. So all these things are, all these tables, right, it is replaced with your universal journal ACDOCA table. So that is why if I am going to run the ACDOCA table, so you will find that everything is part of your ACDOCA table. So whether it is open items related to customer, vendor, asset, everything, everything is part of your ACDOCA table. So this table, this ACDOCA table includes our controlling informations, so your cost object information, your asset information, your material ledger information. So everything is in one place, or we can say it is the single source of truth. So everything in one place. So let's quickly check the ACDOCA table, which in future also we are going to check that. So let's go into the ACDOCA table and let's see what are the information it includes. So now I'm in S4 system, and to execute this ACDOCA table, so let me go to SE16N, and here I will take ACDOCA table, and I'm going to just add my company code. Let's say for our comparison purpose or our demonstration purpose, let me take this company code G006. It is my configured company code, not any SAP delivered company code. And let me extract the data. Let me execute this one. Now here system is going to give me all the information what are there in the company code related to asset, related to cost object, related to reconciliation, related to vendor, customer, everything. So everything will be part of our this table, ACDOCA table. Now my data is ready. So this data I'm going to use for my future points also. So for that purpose, I'm extracting this data in Excel. so that it will help me for future presentation. So let me extract this information. Right, now you can see this includes my all ledgers. So this includes all type of ledgers. So in future I will come to that. So this includes my all parallel ledgers. So it includes my leading ledger, my non-leading ledger, my extension ledger, so everything. So all type of ledgers are included here. Then you will find that there are some documents which are directly posted by the user. So that means here you will find the reference document is same document. That means if I will check my source document, which is 10,000 document, and my reference document is also, you can see 10,000. That means it is directly posted by the user. But there are some documents which you can see with reference to another document. We got the documents in our finance. For example, now you check the document number. There are some reference document numbers are there, 203, 204. I don't know what is this document, but as we perform something, because as we know, as I said, everything is part of our ACDOCA table or universal journal. So when I perform something in the system, maybe related to controlling or maybe related to material ledger, you will find a finance document is also there. Now with reference to this 203 document, you can see here some finance documents are generated. This 10006 documents are generated with reference to this document. So that means whenever we are performing some other activities in some other submodules in finance, you are going to get the document. So that is known as your reconciliation document. All my business transactions are also part of ACDOCA table. So you can see here all this all my business transactions which are related to controlling. So this includes my allocations, my primary allocations, my secondary allocations, my WIP calculation, my overhead calculation. So everything is part of my universal journal. So when in ECC you are referring other tables, it may be COAP, maybe COSS, COSP for various type of activities. Now it is not required. So all these tables are replaced with our ACDOCA table. So for every business process, one single point of your source, that is your ACDOCA table. But as there is no change in the reports, so that is why for every original or the original tables are replaced with the compatibility view or the CDS view. So our point number one, you may say that all our business process, as it is part of universal journal, so we don't need any other tables. So everything is part of your ACDOCA table. But this word is wrong. It's not removed. This one is not removed. The right word is it is converted into view, compatibility view or CDS view. So that is our first point. Now coming to second point, foreign currency valuation. As I said, when we are going to upgrade the application or when we are going to upgrade the software, so there will be some program changes will be there. So let's talk about the foreign currency valuation. So in ECC, when we are going to do the foreign currency valuation, so that time we are using the transaction code FAGL underscore FC underscore valuation. Okay, let me show you the screen. So this is my ECC system, and suppose I will go to the screen foreign currency valuation. So which is there in my, which is as part of our period end activities. So if you'll go to the periodic processing, so here you can see, I'm looking here, this one, FAGL underscore FC underscore valuation. Right, so this will be your screen. So this is your foreign currency valuation in ECC. Now this one is replaced with the transaction code FAGL underscore FCV. And here one more new concept is also added there. Let me show you the screen in S4. So this one is ECC, and let's check in S4. Check this one, FAGL underscore FCV. And if you will check here, if you compare both the screen, this is my EC screen and this one is my S4 screen. So this part also some changes are there. Not only in the foreign currency point of view, the program changed, and also here one use of extension ledger is there and one business process is there, simulation accounting. So that is a new concept is there. So that means we can directly go for update run, but before that, if we want, you may also go for simulation run. And with this simulation run, any foreign currency valuation if you are going to do, then you can use one extension ledger here. Okay, so if I will select here the ledger, as per my configuration, the extension ledger will appear here, right? So here right now company code is not there, so that's why no ledger is appearing here. Like if I will add my company code here, suppose, and you can see here one extension ledger is there. So it depends on my configuration. So whatever the configuration or whatever the ledger I want to use as my simulation ledger or extension ledger, so it will appear. So it is again another concept which is related to foreign currency valuation. So foreign currency valuation point of view, changes are there. Although valuation process is same, but now we can link one extension ledger for our foreign currency valuation. So this is again our one of the changes you can say, and you can do a comparison between your ECC as well as your S4. Similarly, GL point of view, that is particularly migration point of view, also changes are there. So migration point of view, if business is currently using, let's say, classic ledger, if business is using classic ledger, so that means currently they are using the 00. So they are currently using the ledger 00, and they're supposed to migrate to leading ledger, because here we are going to work on the ledger approach. So the leading ledger, at least the leading ledger will be there. So that means the data will be migrated from your classic ledger, which is 00, to the new ledger or the new leading ledger 0L. And this 0L is part of your universal journal. So this leading ledger includes everything. So in our report, if you'll check, right? So if I will select here my ledger, let me remove the other ledgers. So I selected here my data with leading ledger, and with reference to leading ledger, you can see all type of data are available. So it is my finance data. It includes my CO data. CO, again, all the business transactions are there. So this includes my other informations like asset, everything is part of my universal journal. So this is another changes. So one change I explain here, that is all the index tables are dropped, or it is converted into view table. Foreign currency valuation point of view, the changes are there. Third one, whenever we are migrating the data from classic, so 00 to your data will be migrated to leading ledger. If already business is using non-leading ledgers, so then non-leading ledger to non-leading ledger will be there. But I am assuming that, let's say, business is using classic GL where 00 they are using, then it will move to the new leading ledger, that is your 0L. And also here I can see some data, like I can see coin is part of my business transaction or universal journal. So that means whenever in ECC we are posting any document, finance document, and let's say you are going to add the cost object. For example, let's say cost center is there. So in that case, you are going to have two documents will be there. Now, for example, let's say I'm posting a FI document, and in this FI document, one cost center is also there. Let's say cost center P101. Now you will get here one FI document and one CO document. FI document you will get from FI table, and CO document you will get from your COAP. So this data you will get it from FB03, that is your document, and this one you will get it from your KSB5. Now in S4, the concept is not like that. You are going to have only one document, that will be finance document, and CO document will be your cryptic document. That is again another concept. Okay, so let me show you for sample one document from ECC, and similar document we will check from S4 also. So let's check that. So just randomly I'm going to take one document, and let's say the document is, let's say the document number is 1001, company code in ECC, and financial year. Okay, so it's not there. Let's say one, I'm just randomly going to pick one document, 10001, let's say. Okay, so I can see here. So this is a finance document, and in this finance document, I can see a cost center is there. So that means cost object is there. Plus I can see here profit center is also there. And if I will go to the document, you can see three documents are there. Finance document from FI table, CO document from CO table, and profit center document. Similar document, if you are going to check in S4, you will find that only it is there in the ACDOCA table, and same document we will verify in our ACDOCA table, and we will see whether the cost object is there or not, because this data is coming from COEP in ECC. Okay, just randomly, let me take a document first here in S4. So I extracted the data from the company code G006. So I will take one document from here. Let's say document number 10,000. Right. So this is one document I can see here. In this document, cost object is there. If you check any line item, so I can see cost center is there, 5,000 cost center is there. Now, if I will check the status of the document number, you will find only finance document is there, and CO document is something programming document is there, which we are saying cryptic document. Again, that is another concept. I don't want to deviate from our current topic. So that means answer is, whenever you are going to add any cost object, there will be finance document. CO document will not be there. But if I will check the document number 10,000, then I should get that CO information. Now we will check the same document in our ACDOCA table. This data I extracted from ACDOCA table, and I will check the document, the first document itself, that is 10,000. Let's check that one. Now in this document, you can see business transaction coin is there. That means all these line items, we are having the cost object, that is cost center. So both FI data as well as CO data is part of our ACDOCA table. And this is credit entry, so that is why there is no business transaction is there, and check whether the cost object is there or not. Cost center is there. So CO is part of ACDOCA table. Not only CO, even in future like material ledger, asset, everything you will find that it is part of your universal journal. So now we can say SAP controlling is now part of your universal journal, and it creates only the finance document. That is important. Plus, related to this material ledger, now in S4 HANA, material ledger activation is mandatory, because in ACC, although material ledger concept was there, but it was purely optional. Now it is mandatory to have the material ledger activation, and that process is also now part of your universal journal or part of your ACDOCA table. So let's take one document from S4, and there that inventory part, obviously finance document will be there in the ACDOCA table. That will be nothing important. Obviously, finance will be part of ACDOCA table, but important is the inventory information, inventory valuation information should be part of your ACDOCA table. So let me take one document for sample. I don't remember the document number, so let me search a document here, and let's say document. Let me take the document number here. Okay, let me take this document. Now this is one consumption account, which is goods issue. So material, packing material cost, and packing material stock. So one is your inventory and another one is cost. Now in this line, you will find it is having the cost object, and here cost object is the cost center, right? So this is my cost object. It may be production order also, but in this particular document, cost object is cost center. If production order is there, then you will find the production order will be your cost object. Now, if we will go to the inventory valuation, and particularly if I will check the material ledger part, let's check this one. And here I can see the inventory information 12 unit, consumption 12 units, and a price of 144 is there. Now same data earlier in ECC if we will check, then this will be part of your MLIT or your material ledger table. Now a header you will find in MLHT, and line item will be part of MLIT. So if you have idea about material ledger, you can do a comparison. Now this information I will check in ACDOCA. That means this 144, the inventory information should be there in the ACDOCA table. So let's check it. So document number is, I will check the accounting document, document number 49009, and the information, inventory information will be 144. So check it. And document number was 49009. Okay, now I got it. So in this document, we will check the the inventory information, and particularly that inventory value information. So along with the accounting information, I want to see the inventory information. And what is the GL account number here for inventory? The GL account number was not this one. So from accounting, we will check that. So this one is your inventory 2003. This line, right? So 2003 account, and against this GL account, we will check the inventory information. So you can see this 144. It is not inventory information, it is transaction information. So which is credit entry, inventory credited as we consume the cost. I want to see the inventory information, and these are all transaction information, various currency and all. I want to see the inventory information. Check these two. This is my inventory information. Okay, so if I will highlight this one, the header party will find that your inventory information in local currency and in my group currency, maybe both are same, so that's why it is there. So that means inventory informations are part of your ACDOCA, or material ledger is part of your ACDOCA. Any business example I will take here, you will find that it is part of your ACDOCA. So no MLIT, no MLHD, or material ledger tables are not there. Material ledger separate documents are not there, and material ledger in inventory point of view, it is mandatory. So whenever you are going to use any inventory, that means material ledger activation, and how much detail you are going to use, that is depends on your business requirement point of view, but activation point of view, it is mandatory. So what are the points we have completed so far? Index table I explained, foreign currency valuation, then migration of GL, controlling is part of our ACDOCA table, material ledger also I have explained now. Now coming to posting period variant changes. So if we'll go to OB52, so there you will find, let me, before coming to that, let me explain one more point that is also related to our CO. So now FICO, or particularly the integration between FICO, which will be in real time. So whenever we are going to perform any month-end activities related to CO, it may be, let's say, your any allocation or any allocation. It may be a direct allocation or primary allocation or secondary allocation or any order settlement, anything you are going to do, or any production order settlement, anything, or any confirmation. So you are going to get one reconciliation document or the finance document. So that is also again another very important point, which is the reconciliation between FI and CO. So let me take one document here in this example. So just randomly I will take one document here in this list. Right. So this document, let's analyze this document number 70014. I don't know what is the document. Let's check that document in the system first. B03 and document number 70014. This is the document. Now this document is not directly entered by the user because this document is generated with reference to something else. So before coming to the document, let's verify that this document is generated because of some different business transaction. That is basically, it is your overhead calculation. So during actual costing, when we are in period and when we are doing the overhead calculation, so with reference to that, this document is generated, and this is my document, internal document, or it is your CO document. So with reference to the document number 1116, we got a finance document. Normally in ECC, we can flow the data from FI to CO, whereas in S4, FI to CO possible plus CO to FI it is possible. So it is your recon between your finance and controlling. Now this document in ECC, you will find it is part of finance, it is part of controlling. That already we checked. So this CO document will not be there. That will be cryptic document. In a previous example, I already shown. But whenever you are going to have any internal document in controlling, like in this case, the 1116, when we are doing the overhead calculation, you are going to get a finance document, which is in my example, that is 70014. So this 70014 document generated with reference to the document number 1116. So what I'm trying to say here, the change here is whenever you are going to perform anything in controlling, you are going to have a finance document. Of course, for that you have to do the configuration, but this is one of the change which is not possible in your ECC. And let's check that. Now this is my finance document, but if I will check my source document, check the original document. This is my source document. So as in controlling, we perform certain activities. So basically it is overhead calculation, and that cost is transferred from one cost object to another cost object. So cost transfer to production order from the cost object 1005. Exactly same information you are going to get in the finance too. So if we'll go to the finance, so this one is my minus entry. Okay, so in CO document, the sender was the cost center 1005. Here also you will get the same. And the source is, the receiver is the finance, in finance document, the production order. So what is there in the controlling, exactly same is there in the finance. Also you can verify that this document is generated with reference to this activity, that is KGI2. So that means as we perform the overhead calculation, so that is why we got the finance document. So this is only one example I have taken. Like this, you take any example, any business example, whenever you are performing certain month-end activities or period-end activities in controlling, you are going to get the finance document if your configuration is correct. So you are going to get the finance document. So this is one very important change from the finance and controlling reconciliation point of view. Okay, coming to the next point. Yeah, posting period variant changes. Related to this, whenever you are going to get a finance document, so make sure that the period 3 should be open. That means in ECC, you know what is the structure of your posting period variant. Whereas in S4, it is something different. So in ECC, you have, so right now I'm in OB52. So in ECC, you have period 1 for regular operation, period 2 for special periods, here an adjustment point of view. Now this one is something new in S4, and this period 3 is going to control your document related to CO2FI data flow. Like if you take the example, last example, document number 70014, to generate this document, make sure that this period 3 should be open. Whereas OKP1 is there as it is. So don't think that OKP1 is not required. So OKP1 is there as it is. To get this document, make sure that the period 3 should be open. Otherwise, this document will not be generated. So this is also another change you may highlight. Although it is not that important, but this is one changes is there. Next change that is related to master data. But before that, one point I missed, let me add that one here. That is related to our currency. So currency point of view also, a couple of changes are there. So in ECC, when you are going for currency settings, so in ECC, we have the currency settings in your, what you can say, in your OB22. So in OB22, we have the currency settings where we are defining 3 currencies. So one will be your company code currency, one will be your group currency, and if required, you may add the finance, your index currency or hard currency. If you want to see, let me quickly show that. So this is EC system, and here we will check this company code. All right. So this is my first currency. This is my first currency, and this is my second currency. Third currency I have not maintained, but maximum you can maintain here 3 currencies. So this is your currency settings in finance in your ECC. This T code in fact changed, and the currency structure is also changed. So now in S4, we can take 2 plus 8. So 2 currencies which will be your standard currency. So one will be your company code currency or local currency. Second one will be your global currency. So as per your configurations, so this currency will appear, and maximum you can take freely defined currency, which is new concept in S4, and this one is going to help us for reporting point of view. So there will be 8 freely defined currency we can add, and it will be total 10. So 2 plus 8 currencies we can define, and this T code is also changed. In fact, everything we are going to manage in one single screen, that is related to our currency settings, your multiple ledger settings, right? So in ECC you may add parallel ledger. So in ECC you can add your non-leading ledger. In S4, along with the non-leading ledger, we can also add here multiple extension ledgers, or your, that is known as your delta ledgers, which we are saying. So extension ledgers we can use for predictive accounting, we can use for simulation accounting, we can use for the delta entries point of view. So let's check that. So right now I'm in S4 system, and here the T code is changed. So this one is your FINSC underscore LEDGER ledger. So this is my settings where we can perform all type of settings. So you can see here various type of ledgers I have configured. So my leading ledger is there, my non-leading ledger is there, and these are all my extension ledgers which I created for different type of business requirement point of view. So this extension ledger concept is not there in ECC. Here the extension ledger something new. Then how many extension ledgers we can add? We can add extension ledgers as per our need, and as per different requirement we can add the extension ledger for different type of business requirement, or different type of your CO adjustment point of view can add. So basically for delta entries you can add, predictive accounting you can add. If you don't need, maybe you can skip it, but these requirements are there. Then coming to currency, if we will check that particular company code Z006, right here, although I have not activated all currencies, 10 currencies, but here you can see these currencies are there, right? So in this case I have taken, like if take this example, so here I have activated, you can see 4 currency options I have activated, right? So one is my first currency company code. By global currency also I have activated company code currency, then object currency also I have activated, then freely defined currency I have activated. If I will take another company code, there you will find the settings will be different. For example, let's take this one. Now in this case you can see my settings are different. So in different business process or in different business requirement, we can adopt different currency settings. Now here that 70 is missing, so here my company code currency is there, then my global currency is something different here, and my freely defined currency is there. So as per our need, we can play with these currencies, or we can define multiple options here, which is not possible in ECC. So this is basically going to help us for multiple, reporting in different currencies. So whenever we are going to post any transaction, so automatically system is going to report the transactions or the data in different currencies. So it will help you in our reporting point of view. So it is not possible in this particular screen. Multiple features are there. So it is, this one is going to control or directly connected with your asset accounting, your material ledger. So everything is, initially it is managed here. All your accounting principles you are configuring here, right? So that is again another feature here. Coming to the next point, so that is related to master data. So master data point of view, also a couple of changes are there. One is in ECC we are creating GL masters, and cost element point of view, you are going to convert that GL account into cost element, and you know how we used to create. So first you are going to create the GL master in FS00. Let's say we have created one GL account, suppose 1001, and this one is, let's say, wages. Now same we need to convert into cost element. So we will go to K01 and we will convert the same GL account as our cost element. So when you have created this GL account, so tables are updated. So you have updated SKA1, SKB1. When same GL account you are converting into cost elements, so that time also you are updating your tables. So that table is your CSKA and CSKB. So that means whenever you are going to upgrade your cost element, so that time we are going to upgrade the table again, because primary cost element, so it is part of your chart of account, so CSKA, and controlling area segment CSKB. But in total, if you'll see, it is just duplication of information. So that's why this structure we are not going to follow. So in S4, you are going to create your GL masters with your different account type. So we have 5 different account type options are there. So that is again another change from the master data point of view. So quickly, let me show you that. So let me randomly pick one GL master, and in ECC, secondary cost elements are not part of chart of account, whereas in S4, secondary cost elements are part of chart of account. So if you have already configured S4, you have a detailed idea on these areas. So quickly you can refer these points when you are going to answer your interview question. So if I'll check this GL accounts, you can see these 5 options are there. Now, if we need to create a primary cost element, so no need to go for K01. So if we'll enter here K01, you will find that it will be redirected to GL master. So there is no more K01 and K06 there. So that means now we are going to merge both your GL account and your cost elements. So in fact, the cost element master record is no more available. So that is merged with your GL master. Similarly, now secondary cost elements are part of your chart of account, or you can say GL. Now, for example, if I will try to create a secondary cost element through transaction code K06, which we used to create in ECC, now you can see it is redirected to GL master. So in total, we are going to create GL masters, obviously with different GL account types. So that is one change. Master record point of view, your customer and vendor master records are also redirected to business partner. So if I will, in ECC, suppose we need to create a customer master, then you will enter FD01, or if you will create centrally, then you will enter XD01. If I will do the same thing, suppose FD01, now you can see it is redirecting to business partner. So now we are creating business partner in place of customer and vendor, and same logic is applicable for vendor also. So if I will enter here FK01, so that is also same. Now it is redirected to business partner. So we are going to create business partner for both customer and vendor. So that is another change you can say. Another change is related to our credit management. So in ECC, we used to have a credit management, or we used to create credit management through SD. Whereas in S4, credit management is now with FSCM and it is mandatory. So other than creating your credit control area, now we have to create credit segment. So if I want to add one credit segment, of course, you must have configuration for that. For a particular business partner, let's say I want to add a credit segment which is part of your FSCM. Now assume that you have configured the FSCM credit management, or credit segment is there that I want to add in my business partner. So first I created the business partner, and with this business partner I need to add the role. So I need to add here my credit management role. So here I need to add my credit management. Yeah, here it is. If I will add here my credit management role, which is UKM 000, right? So you can see here it is UKM 000. I added. Now I will get my credit segment, and if I have created my credit segment, so that I can assign here, right? So this is again another functionalities, and almost you can say it is mandatory, because nowadays we are not going to refer the old credit mechanism. So business partner should be linked with your FSCM credit management. So that is also another changes. So like this, you have to highlight some important points, important changes if this question will be there. There are so many. I'm just highlighting important points. Related to asset also, you will find good number of changes. Like in ECC, we have separate tables related to asset accounting. Like for example, your actual data is part of your NEK, NEP, NEA, NLP, NLC. Now these data will be part of your ACDOCA table, and your header data, which is earlier it was NEK, now it is part of your BKPF. So as we have extracted the data, if I will check this particular, this is my ACDOCA table data. Okay, and here if I will check my asset, you will get it. So all asset related transactions, you will get it here. Right, now these are my asset transactions. Let me remove blank. So these are different my asset masters. So my different depreciation areas, whatever I have configured, so those data is part of your ACDOCA. So header NEK now part of PKPF, and all your actual data is part of your ACDOCA. Now it is also possible that asset accounting parallel valuation is now having multi currencies, multi ledger wise you are going to configure. So the leading valuation now you are going to record with any depreciation area. It's not like only book depreciation area will be your real, and other depreciation areas you are going to take the dependent depreciation area, and that is why you are maintaining the delta depreciation, and that for that purpose you are going to do the period end activities like ASKP. So all these concepts are no more applicable. Now you are going to maintain as many as depreciation area. All depreciation areas will be real depreciation area. Let me show you one chart of depreciation in ECC and one in S4. So you can do a quick comparison. So first let me show you the ECC one. So this one is my ECC one, and here if I will go to my asset accounting, and check my depreciation areas. See here, only one depreciation area is real, that is linked with your leading ledger, which is my depreciation area 1. I may add here other depreciation areas, but all will be your dependent depreciation areas, and that is why I have maintained here delta depreciation. That is the old concept. So now in S4, as many as depreciation area you can take as real depreciation area as per your accounting principle wise, as per your currency wise, and all your parallel valuations. So no more dependency on your book depreciation. So that is why there will be no delta depreciation anymore. Exactly same chart of depreciation I'm going to show you in S4, and there you will find the difference. So as a result, your period and process also simplified in S4, particularly in asset accounting. Check that. So this one is S4 asset accounting. Check this one. Now see, all depreciation areas are real time and it is linked with your accounting principle. This one, this is ECC where we have the delta depreciation last one 40, and this is your S4. So as a result, there is no delta depreciation, there is no periodic valuations in month end or in period end, whatever we are doing. So in asset, you will find drastic changes are there. I'm just highlighting few important points. So this is one important one where you will find that asset process is simplified and all your depreciation areas are real depreciation area. This is known as your parallel valuation, parallel accounting with parallel valuation. That is another important point. So what is next? Technical clearing account. This is again very, very important point. In ECC, whenever you are going to post any operation document, so that time operation document will be there different, and GL reconciliation will not be there automatically. So for that period end point of view, or in asset accounting period end point of view, ABST2 need to be executed. That is again another period end activities, and that need to be performed by the user. Now all these things are not required, or all this process is not required. In fact, that T code is no more available. So if I will try to enter here in S4 that transaction code ABST2, so which is no more available. So this process is replaced with your technical clearing account. So the moment, let me show you one document related to asset accounting. Let's take this document. Now, if I will go to the asset accounting, here you will find two documents are there. So this one is my operation document, which is my asset acquired through logistic. That's why it is there. And with reference to my accounting principle, you can see one asset document is there, and with reference to my leading ledger. Similarly, as I have activated here multiple ledgers, if I will change my accounting principle, then you can see here my non-leading ledger entry is also generated. So automatically any point of time, if I will take my asset report and my GL report without doing anything, because of this technical clearing configuration, asset and GL is reconciled, which SAP is saying that it is reconciliation by design, means automated. User is not going to perform any activities. That is why when I executed ABST2, this T code is not available, or this program is not available. So this is another changes. So like this, as many as you can add here, the list of differences, it is good for you. But I think if you are going to highlight this 10 points or 10 differences, it is going to help you, because interview, obviously it is one of the question in your interview. So that's why let's not drag further this one. I can speak on differences for a whole day, but there is no logic. So in another blog, we will meet soon, and there I will add some more interview questions for you. Thank you very much. Take care.